Hi little peoples, welcome to 5th Standard Science online class. Today we will continue with lesson 9, Force and Energy. In the previous classes, we discussed about the types of forces, that is gravitational force, magnetic force, electrostatic force, mechanical force and beyond force. Today we will continue with frictional force. What is frictional force? It is the force that tries to stop the movement of objects across a surface. For example, a person is walking on a ground and another person is walking on ice. What will happen? The person walking on the ground will go on walking without stopping. That is, he will not fall. But the person walking in the ice may fall because the ice is slippery. That means there is a force that acts between the feet and the ground. When the person who walks on the ground, the force is more and hence he is able to walk without falling. But when the person walks on the ice, the force is very less and hence does not get any grip and falls down. This force is called as frictional force or friction. So what is friction? It is a force that tries to stop the movement of objects across a surface. Frictional force always acts in the opposite direction to the movement of an object. Due to this, it can slow down or even stop the movement of an object or person or anything. Movement across smooth surfaces such as ice, glass, floor marbles, etc. produces less friction and hence it becomes more slippery. But movement in rough surfaces such as road and ground or grass produces more friction and hence it becomes easy for walking. Okay. Now let's discuss some advantages and disadvantages of friction. First we'll see the advantages. If the friction between the surfaces are more, then the advantages will be friction between our feet and the ground makes it possible for us to walk. We find it hard to walk on ice or on a smooth, polished floor as movement across these surfaces produce less friction. That is why we often slip on an icy ground or a wet floor because the friction here is very less. Next one. The friction between the tires of vehicles and the road makes them roll forward. Thus, friction makes movement of vehicles possible. Next, friction between the chalk and the blackboard makes it possible for the teacher to write on the blackboard. It also helps us to write on paper and erase pencil marks on paper using an eraser. In all these cases, the friction produced is large and hence the movement is easy. It may be the movement of a vehicle on a road or writing on a notebook or blackboard or using an eraser to erase on a paper. Okay. So next is disadvantages. If the friction between the two surfaces are less, then the disadvantages are friction makes it hard to slide heavy objects such as heavy piece of furniture or a heavy box across the floor. Next, friction generates heat. You can feel it by rubbing your palms together for some time. Heat produced due to friction causes damage to machine parts such as car brakes. But friction which produces heat is always not a disadvantage because the heat produced by friction in a matchstick will produce a light. Next one, friction causes damage to tires of vehicles, the soles of our shoes and machine parts, making these objects wear away with time. This is the reason why machine parts need to be oiled regularly. Oil is slippery and reduces the friction between different parts of machine. Next, we will see the activity given in your science book, page number 112. The aim is to observe the roughness of a surface affects movement. See the figure A. They have arranged a pile of books and one book is inclined as shown in figure. In figure B, the same set of pile books are placed, but a towel has been placed over the book which is inclined, which means here the surface is rough. Now gently push a toy car as shown in figure A. What will you observe? You will see the toy car easily runs down the surface of the book. What does that mean? It means here the friction between the book and the toy car is very less and hence it slips easily. Now consider the figure B. Again push the toy car as in figure B. The toy car does not move over the towel. What does that mean? Here the friction produced between the toy car and the towel is more and hence the toy car does not move. Okay. Now take page number 113 in your science book. Let's see the let's remember. Take your pen or pencil and write down. Identify the force in use in each of the following situations. Number 1. Mother is kneading dough to make chapatis. Here, the force applied by mother is called as mechanical force because she is using her hands to knead the dough. So first one, mechanical force. Number 2, Rama is playing football with her friends, or Rama is playing football with her friends. So here the force is mechanical force because she is playing with her legs or hands. So the force applied here is mechanical force. Third one, the displacement of water caused when you put an iron ball in a bucket of water. So the force always produced in a water whenever an object is thrown inside is buoyant force. Fourth one, Shreya is drawing on a chart paper. So here the force is frictional force. Fifth one, Manohar is finding it hard to cycle uphill. Uphill means on a mountain or something like that. So here the force is gravitational force. Why is it hard to cycle on uphill? Because you are moving against the gravitational force. If you come towards, it will be easy. Sixth one, a fridge magnet placed on the fridge. So a magnet always produces a magnetic force. Seventh one, Ashish threw a ball up in the air and it came down. This force is gravitational force. So with this, we will end this class. We will discuss about energy in the next class. And don't forget to read the lesson, which is very important. Okay. See you in the next class. Bye.